Hello, podcast listeners. So it's Jack coming to you from the lunchroom. I posted the teachers episode, and apparently I completely forgot to include Miss Trainor's interview. So we're gonna post this little tiny baby episode of Miss Trainor's interview, and she's gonna get her own little episode, and all will be well. Right, Grant?
I agree.
So enjoy this interview with our lovely student teacher, Miss Trainor, and new episode on Monday. Swooping sound effect. This is currently being broadcasted out
To all of America.
to all of America.
We're on the radio.
To the
Yeah.
Mall of America.
To the whole Mall of America.
We should get a radio show. Okay. So, so can you introduce yourself, please?
I'm Kaya Trainor. I'm a student teacher at Crofton.
Yay!
Yay! Crofton.
Crofton. We're talking about how amazing our teachers are.
Yay.
Not students, but student teachers
Yeah.
as well.
That's me.
That counts. So, I'm gonna start it off. What do you think that you've kind of learned being in Baker's classroom?
Oh, I've learned a lot. She's a great teacher. It's a good environment. She has really good relationships with her students, and I've seen how she kind of has built those and what goes into building good relationships. And then also being a good teacher and having good, discipline strategies, management strategies, time management things, stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
learned a lot.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that? So you have been studying being a teacher for however long you have.
4 years.
4 years. What brought you to that? What brought you to wanting to teach, and English for that matter?
Yeah, why do you want to teach us?
Okay, well, I grew up, my mom has had an in-home daycare for 24 years.
Oh gosh.
So I've grown up around children.
Mm-hmm.
And, I've always wanted to do something with working with kids. And then like we all have, I've had great teachers and I've had not so great teachers.
Oh yeah.
And actually the student teachers I've encountered in my middle school and high school experience have been so fun.
Mhm.
But also a lot of my teachers too. And I just wanted to be that sort of influence in people's lives. Not a big influence, very, very humble job, but I kind of like that. And yeah, English, I actually, going into my college, I was a history major.
Oh.
Yeah, I was going to do history and secondary ed. And I told everyone I would never step foot in a middle school classroom ever. But then I went to an observation freshman year in an English 6th grade classroom, and they were writing papers on they were writing a research paper in 6th grade, and they were having so much fun writing. It was so cute. I know.
Where were you at?
Sacred Heart
Oh.
in Yankton.
Wow.
Yeah.
Having fun writing a paper.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Mhm. It was about a historical figure. And I've always been really good at writing and English things, so that was super fun. And then I also decided I wanted to do middle school too. So then I switched from history to English my sophomore year of college.
Wow.
There
So
you
your
go.
focus is in middle school, or you're
Yeah,
hoping
I want to
be...
do middle school.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. So what brought you to being here in this wonderful place?
Well, I was actually here 2 years ago as an observation student.
Yeah.
So I was here sophomore year in Baker's room. And, like, she has middle school and high school. She has the 7th grade and the 8th grade, and then juniors, too. And I like that I could get both of those experiences and flexible seating.
Ooh, that flexible seating.
It's awesome.
It is.
It's pretty awesome.
For
Sit on the
you
couch.
guys, and it's awesome for a teacher, too.
Oh.
And I wanted to kind of see how that goes. Because that's a big management thing to have that going on.
That's been the recent question of just like, do we
Do
make
we
way
there?
With the old, do we there? Do we
Yeah.
get rid of the old ways of sitting at a desk?
I vote yes every time.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
'Cause it's also a little fun, you know?
it is a little fun.
It's a more comfortable space
Yeah.
for
Very much
everybody
so.
involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that make it? In what ways does that make it good for whoever's teaching? Is it just easier to talk
For
to?
whoever's teaching.
Yeah.
I think you guys are just more open to being active in that sort of setting. I've only been, obviously, in a few different settings, but when in a setting with 24 desks in a room, you can't move around as much, and you're kind of in your spot,
Yeah.
and you don't move around, and I don't like that. This way, like, groups have an area to meet in a group. That's nice.
That is pretty cool.
Like a table, 4 people can be at a table.
Yeah.
And you're not moving desks around and making that awful sound that they make when you move them.
Yeah. I think it also, in my mind, it's more visually pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
Like walking to just a bunch of desks, you're like, I don't want to be here.
It's sad.
Yeah, it's sad. That's a good way to put it. But if you're walking in and there's like lawn chairs and
If you have to do it, it's fine.
yeah,
But it is really fun to have flexible.
Yeah. What do you think that you see in teachers here, whether it be Mrs. Baker or just anybody? What do you think that you see in them that you want to bring into your future classroom?
I think I love the use of technology and the openness to it. And I think all the teachers do a pretty good job of that from what I've seen. And I've already been invited into like several people's classrooms to just watch. Or given ideas or whatever. And also just everyone's so nice. All the teachers are nice. They're very nice. I don't really hear complaints all that much either. So, that's good.
Yeah, they're also great and also nice and also happy.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a good group of people. It's
Yeah.
a good community. A small, like, school like this, I was kind of worried about, like, not being welcome or feeling welcome, but opposite of that.
That's awesome to hear.
That is
That's
Yeah.
really
nice
good to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for your
Yeah.
Thank you.
insight and knowledge.
Yeah.
We got some great teachers here.
We do.
Including you. You count as a teacher.
You do.
I'm
Kinda.
a combination of student and teacher.
Student teacher. That's why we call you student teacher.
Mhm.
Ah.
Words.
Words. English.
English.
Hey, well, thank you very much.
Thank you very
Of
much.
course.